So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Looking to throw right away. That's caught. Here's Zamir White. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera play. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? See, that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Ready. Set.
They're going play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Down. Ready.
Ritter setting up to throw. He has the first over the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Let's go. Edo blue. Smash. Red. Ready.
Throwing here, Ritter. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance. This offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Trying for the deep ball. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set.
Slot man motioned over.
Hut.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He's looking deep once again. This one will be intercepted. Dante Jackson takes it away. And the Steelers force the turnover on the first series of this game. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Mike Tomlin eyeing that play clock, and he gets a timeout just before it runs out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10.
Right.
First carry for the versatile vet Cordero Patterson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Man in motion here.
Set.
Here's 2nd and 11. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think... that easily the rest of this game, but starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Steelers offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Here we go. Sit high.
He's throwing for it. It's cut for 2, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Green jack. Blue striker. Check, huh?
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Set, hut. Red, cycle. Ready?
Back to throw now. It's Ritter. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Little off center as man just couldn't adjust to it.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
6, 11. Fight, white. 10.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He's going to push one deep down the road. He's got it inside the 25. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
It's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. He brings it in. And he's not going to get there. Can't quite reach the end zone, and they aren't able to tie things at 8. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, Scott. Go.
Fields out of the gun. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Working quickly here. Fields on 1st down. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Bails out of the pocket quick. It's on the turf, ball's out, he lost it. And the Raiders get to it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Throwing now, following the turnover. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Slide through. Let's go now. Block shot. Claws red. Set.
Throwing from the gun here. He's trying another one deep. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Just loose, incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little giant after the play. Let's the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Oh, he's going to run for it. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
So that connection for a 1st will bring us to the end of the 1st. 8-6 is our score. More for time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. He's on the move. This ball's cut by Bowers. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Ready. Set.
Ritter. Flush down out to his left. He can run it. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Ready?
White on 1st and goal. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Offense up to the line fast.
Ready.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Cut near the goal line. He has the touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
Well, an aggressive mindset not working for them early on here. 2-point tries following both touchdowns, Brock, and neither have been successful.
Well, I hope they worked on a lot of 2-point plays this week because they're going to be chasing points the rest of the way. Hopefully, they can find some better success on future 2-point chances.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
Don't jump. Ready?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, Ken. Tonight.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. This finds Austin, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, Ken. Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10 because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Tonight.
Fields now on 3rd. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Raiders take possession of the football. It's the 2-minute warning now for Matt Busher. It's the Raiders beginning their drive here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Let's go.
They've got a man in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Come on, set. You don't lose. Set, cut.
Now Ritter. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers get the football just short of their 20. That's the interception and return. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Here we go.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion.
Tonight.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Here we go.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Go.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. He's throwing deep to the left side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. You got to adjust a little bit. Get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Hey, 551, 551. Right.
Fields now, third and long. Completed to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
EQ. Right.
First down throw for Fields. He's got Harris. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Offense to the line for second down.
Here we go, son.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Tonight.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Right.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
Good.
Offense in the hurry up here.
175. Right.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hurry up.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Tonight.
Now it's Fields. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Easy. Here we go. We're good. 11. You got a mini base. Alpha. Go.
Looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead right away in half number 2. I love plays like this, Brock, sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set.
The drive starts with a carry by White. Cuts it to the right sideline. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
They send a man in motion. Play action on 1st down. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
A pistol snap, Fields. Forced out to his right. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here we go.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Good eye.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Gets this one to Harris. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
Here we go, Scott.
This drive in jeopardy.
West.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Angel, angel, angel. Tonight.
Fields out of the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch hauled in at the 18-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Raider football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set, punt. Ready?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's got Fowler's working the sideline. And he got this close to midfield before going out. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Smash, red. Blaster, stick. Set.
Throwing here, Ritter. Buying some time left. Throwing on the run, deep down. He's got it inside the 10. And in for the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Here's Fields to throw. He puts everything behind this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go, side.
Catch made by Austin. He's got it in the red zone. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a 4th quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the 2nd half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers push their lead to 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level. They want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Cut, cut.
Here's Ritter. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
Hurry, hurry.
Working quickly here.
Strike. Double 38.
Back to throw now. It's Ritter. Fits it through the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
1-2 needle. Ready, ready.
Ritter to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. He's got it deep downfield. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 4th quarter lead. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. There was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he found his man.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised decision, but when you give your receiver a chance, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust your guys are better than theirs.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Sit high.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Getting out to his left. Escapes a defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Here we go. No mas, no mas. Out, let's go. Go.
Fields on 1st down. Buys time, rolling right. Got Williams, and it's complete. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers needing 4 points. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Sit high.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Out, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
You got a mini base. Widen up. Sit high.
Here he is to throw. He's on the move. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Sit high.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Here we go.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10.
All right.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept them in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. We're good. Extend. It's all right.
He'll look to throw it. On the move, headed right. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did,
Here we go, son.
and it forces the throwaway.
Hey, can. Hey, can. Is it all right?
Throwing now. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by, I love this name, Divine Diablo. He's at the 30. It's the 10. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Wow, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders drive their lead to 11. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he elects not to bring this one out, so no run back, and we'll pick things up on the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
Fields coming back after the pick. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go, son.
Officials signaling for a timeout, and with 5 seconds remaining, just one last play left in this one. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
That's right. Here we go. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.